What if I told you there are foods, real, satisfying, delicious foods, that you could eat until you're literally full and still not gain weight? Sounds like a scam, right? It's not. In fact, these foods have been hiding in plain sight. You've probably been avoiding them while snacking on healthy granola bars and fat-free yogurts that are quietly making you fatter. Here's the twist: this isn't about eating less. It's about eating smarter. And today, I'm giving you 15 foods you can eat in huge amounts, without gaining weight. I'll even explain why they work, backed by real biology, not some influencer's wishful thinking. But before we dive in, let me tell you about the time I ate a ridiculous amount of food every day, for a month, and still dropped 3 kilos. Yeah, you heard that right. At the time, I was obsessed with cutting calories. I'd eat like a bird, stay hungry all day, then crash into a binge. I felt weak, frustrated, and like my body hated me. Then, one night, I stumbled onto a Reddit thread talking about high-volume, low-calorie foods. I thought it was BS. But I had nothing to lose. So, the next day, I swapped my usual sad desk salad with a mountain of roasted vegetables, a whole punnet of strawberries, and a bowl of popcorn as big as my head. I ate until I was stuffed. And then I did it again. And again. And guess what? I lost weight. I had energy. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't starving. So let's break it down. Here are 15 foods that are secretly your best friends if you want to lose fat without giving up eating. First up, the king of volume eating, popcorn. Not the movie theater version dripping in fake butter. I'm talking air-popped popcorn. 3 massive cups of it have fewer calories than a slice of bread. It fills your stomach, triggers fullness, and keeps your hands busy. Plus, fiber? Through the roof. Next, watermelon. Everyone says, but it's sugar. Here's the truth: watermelon is 92% water. To gain weight on watermelon, you'd have to eat enough to drown yourself. 1 whole wedge is around 80 calories and keeps your stomach full like a liter of water. Boiled potatoes. Wait, potatoes? Yes. They're one of the most satiating foods ever studied. The satiety index proves it. Potatoes rank higher than any other carb. They keep you full longer than rice, pasta, even oats. Zucchini. Slice it, spiral it, stuff it, roast it. You can eat 3 zucchinis and barely crack 100 calories. Bonus, it blends with sauces, bulks up meals, and helps you feel like you're eating more. Egg whites. Not sexy, but insanely powerful. Pure protein, low calorie, and super filling. Scramble them, make omelets, or bake them into muffins. Want volume without fat? This is your move. Cabbage. It's basically a cheat code. You can stir-fry it, grill it, or turn it into a massive salad. Add vinegar and spices and it becomes addictive. A full bowl is under 50 calories. Strawberries and raspberries. People fear fruit. Don't. These berries are high in fiber, low in sugar, and packed with antioxidants. A whole cup? Just 60 calories. And it tastes like dessert. Broccoli. Yes, I know, ew. But roasted broccoli hits different. High in fiber, vitamin C, and sulforaphane, a compound that fights inflammation and might even help burn fat. Steam it, roast it, air fry it, just don't boil it to death. Cauliflower. Mash it like potatoes, turn it into rice, or roast it crispy. Low calorie, high volume. You could eat an entire head and not break 150 calories. Lettuce, but not the iceberg kind. Go for romaine, cuz, or butter lettuce. Layer it thick in wraps, throw it in smoothies, or make a giant salad that looks like a garden exploded on your plate. Cucumber. Literally just water in vegetable form. Slice it up, add lemon and chili, and it becomes a crunchy snack that tricks your brain into thinking you're eating something salty and indulgent. Miso soup. Frothy, salty, and weirdly satisfying. A cup of miso soup before a meal can reduce how much you eat by over 20% according to behavioral studies. Plus, it supports your gut with fermented goodness. Oats. Now you're thinking, wait, oats aren't low calorie. But listen, oats expand. Half a cup of raw oats turns into a massive bowl when cooked. Add cinnamon, berries, and some Greek yogurt, and boom, you're full for hours. And because oats are high in resistant starch, they help stabilize blood sugar and reduce cravings. Chia seeds. Tiny but mighty. When soaked, they swell up and become gel-like. That expansion fills your gut and slows digestion. Mix them into smoothies, oats, or make a pudding that tastes like dessert but hits like a weight loss weapon. And finally, soup. Not the creamy kind. I'm talking veggie-based soups, brothy ones, thick minestrones or lentil stews. Soup stretches your stomach without stretching your calorie intake. A study in Appetite Journal showed people who eat soup as a starter eat up to 400 fewer calories per day without even trying. Now, you might be thinking, cool list, but what do I do with this? Here's the part no one tells you. Most people aren't overweight because they're lazy. They're overweight because they're hungry. Because they're trying to survive on 1,200 calories of sadness. Because every diet told them, eat less, suffer more. But here's the secret, you don't need to suffer to lose weight. You just need to outsmart hunger. These foods? They're tools. They're what let you eat like a king without gaining like one. They keep you satisfied, energized, and consistent, which is the real key to transformation. You want to know why most people fail at weight loss? Because they try to willpower their way through it. But willpower runs out. Hunger doesn't. So if you've ever felt like dieting is just one long punishment, if you've ever stared at your empty plate and wondered why you're still starving, if you've ever felt like your body is broken, know this, you're not broken. The diet is. And that ends today. Because now you know the foods that fight back. That flood your body with fullness, not fat. That make you feel like you're finally in control again. So here's what I want you to do right now. Like this video if it made you feel hopeful. Comment I choose fullness if you're ready to stop starving yourself. And subscribe because every week I bring you videos that fight back against the lies we've all been sold about food, weight, and health. This channel isn't here to scare you, shame you, or guilt you. It's here to remind you of this one truth: you can feel full, fueled, and free, and you don't have to sacrifice everything to get there. Now go eat like your body wants to change. Because it does. And now, you know how.